After 60, many Japanese elders stay clear-minded and steady into their 80s and 90s. The surprise is not more pills or harder workouts. It is 5 small morning fixes that keep blood moving, calm pressure, and protect the brain. Today we use lessons from Dr. Hinahara and daily home routines in Japan. Warm tea soon after waking, a tiny protein breakfast, 1 minute of gentle movement before the phone. Think of vessels like a garden hose. Start flow smooth and the line stays steady. In 60 seconds, you will get 5 actions to try and 1 simple metric to track for 7 days. We will show a clear safety window and list trusted sources in the description. If you ever notice a drooping face, a weak arm, or slurred speech, call emergency right away. Quick check-in. Do you start with coffee or with water? Type coffee or water below. 1. Culture first. I want you to picture a quiet Japanese morning. Warm water on the face, a small tray, a simple bowl. Culture first means borrowing these steady rituals and letting them shape the start and the end of your day. Tonight, stop at about 80% full. Build your plate the Ichiju Sensei way. 1 soup and 3 small dishes, so every bite is unhurried and easy to chew. Choose small bowls that slow the pace without strict rules. Sip warm, unsweetened tea such as green tea or roasted barley tea through the day. In the evening, enjoy a small bowl of low-salt soup, about 150 to 200 milliliters, that settles the stomach and invites sleep. Add 3 minutes of radio taiso, or a gentle 10 to 15-minute walk while the light is soft. Keep 1 friendly touch point with family or a neighbor, because many seniors feel lonely, and that strain often shows up as poor sleep, higher pressure, and a heavy head at sunrise. Why this helps is simple. Stopping before full and splitting food into small dishes tends to keep glucose and insulin swings lower, which eases the load on vessels that feed the brain, the heart, and the legs. Warm tea replaces cold, sweet drinks that can bloat and spike. A light evening soup supports hydration without a sugar chase at night. Slow chewing helps anyone with sensitive teeth or dentures so the gut works with less effort. Over 7 days, many people notice fewer night cramps, steadier steps when they stand, and an easier first hour of the morning. Here's a calm way to begin. Serve your usual dinner, then finish at about 80% full, and add that small, low-sodium soup. Put the phone away, and give dinner 10 to 15 quiet minutes. Tomorrow on waking, drink 1 cup of warm tea. Walk for 10 to 15 minutes. If your blood pressure runs high, choose items that say low or reduced sodium and taste before adding more. If you are caffeine sensitive, switch to low caffeine or caffeine-free tea after early afternoon. If you take warfarin and plan to eat natto or other vitamin K-rich foods, speak with your clinician. If you live with heart failure and have fluid limits, follow your medical plan first. Measure so progress feels real. Try the 80% dinner tonight. For the next 7 mornings, record 1 number only. Either check your morning blood pressure after 3 calm breaths, or do a 30-second sit-to-stand test from a safe chair and write the count. Many notice steadier pressure by day 5 and 1 or 2 extra stands by day 7. Next, we will cover the morning fix that begins before coffee, the Japanese way, to hydrate for better circulation, and the first warning signs you should never ignore. If you skip the next part, you may miss the single change that many people say clears the head within 7 days. 2. Hydrate immediately. Before sunrise in many Japanese homes, the first sound is water meeting a cup. Elders there begin softly. That gentle sip tells the heart to wake without a jolt. Hydrate immediately means you give your blood a little help before coffee, so flow starts smooth and the head clears when you stand. After a full night, the body is a little dry, which is why some people feel woozy on the first steps or rub tingling hands. A calm glass is not a trick. It is a daily anchor that many Japanese seniors keep for decades. Here's the why in plain terms. Fluid first helps thin toward a comfortable range so the heart pushes with less strain and the brain receives a steadier supply. Warm or room temperature water is kinder to the stomach than ice water. Sipping small amounts through the morning, as elders often do with green tea or roasted barley tea, keeps volume even, that helps pressure look steadier and eases morning headaches. If medicines dry your mouth, the first glass makes swallowing safer and reduces the urge for sweet cold drinks that spike and then crash. Many viewers over 60 notice fewer bathroom dashes at night once they place most fluids early in the day and ease back after late afternoon. Start tonight. Set a clean glass by the sink so the choice is easy. On waking, drink one full glass, about 200 to 250 milliliters, at room temperature or warm. Pause for 3 slow breaths so you feel the effect. Wait 10 to 15 minutes for coffee. If you enjoy tea, choose unsweetened and light so flavor guides you to sip, not to chug. If you take medicines that need an empty stomach, follow the label and ask your pharmacist how much water to use for that dose. If you live with heart failure or kidney disease and have fluid limits, follow your care plan first. If you tend to overdrink plain water, add a pinch of mineral salt at lunch, or enjoy a small low-salt soup with dinner so balance stays safe. Make it measurable so progress feels real. For the next 7 mornings, write one number only. Check your morning blood pressure after 3 calm breaths, or count last night awakenings, or rate morning energy from 0 to 10. Many people see steadier pressure by day 5 and a clearer first hour by day 7. If you skip this step, you may carry the same heavy fog through the morning that steals balance and confidence. Next, we move to the minute of early movement that Japanese elders practice before screens, which keeps blood from pooling and teaches the body to rise without a wobble. Do not miss it, because water plus gentle motion is the pair that many notice within a week. 3. Move gently. Before the phone lights up, give your body a minute that belongs only to you. In many Japanese homes, elders sit at the edge of the futon, breathe once, and begin tiny movements that wake the circulation without strain. Move gently means you do not linger in the bed or the chair while the blood still settles in the legs. After 60, the vessels are less elastic, so staying still after you sit can let blood pool below the waist. That is when the head feels heavy, the knees feel unsure, and the first walk to the bathroom can wobble. A calm minute of motion often changes that start. Think of this as priming the pump. When ankles roll and toes flex, the calf muscles press blood upward toward the heart. When shoulders circle and the neck turns, the vessels that supply the brain receive a steadier flow. That gentle rhythm is why many Japanese elders keep radio taiso, or an easy hallway walk, as a daily ritual. It is not a workout, it is a signal that trains the body to rise without a jolt, and that may lower the chance of a dizzy drop in the first few steps. Viewers who often feel a pulling in the calves, a tingling in the hands, or a fear of stairs tell me that this early motion gives them more confidence by the end of the first week. Here is a safe sequence you can try tomorrow. While still lying down, do 10 ankle rolls each way and flex and point the toes 10 times. Sit up and place both feet flat. Draw 5 slow shoulder circles forward and 5 back. Then turn the head gently side to side and nod yes and no with a small range. Stand with one hand on the counter and march softly in place for 20 to 30 seconds. The whole set takes about 2 minutes. If you have balance issues or you have had recent surgery, stay seated and do only the ankle, toe, and shoulder work until your clinician clears you. If you use a blood thinner such as warfarin, the moves are usually safe. Yet check in with your clinician if you have a history of clots or unexplained swelling. Make it measurable so progress feels real. Do this routine today and rate your morning steadiness from 0 to 10. Repeat for 7 days and compare day 1 with day 7. Many people notice fewer wobbles by day 3 and a smoother first trip down the hall by day 5. Up next, we add a small breakfast that supports brain fuel and pressure control. If you skip the next part, you may miss the easy change that many say stops the mid-morning crash and keeps the day steady. 4. Eat breakfast. Steam rises from a small bowl and the room feels calm. That is how many Japanese elders begin the day, after water and a gentle stretch. Breakfast is not a feast. It is a light anchor that steadies pressure and mood. Many older adults tell me they wake, drink coffee, take pills, and eat nothing because appetite is low, or because fasting felt trendy. After 60, that choice can leave the brain underfueled and the body a little dry from the night. The first steps may wobble, hands may tingle, and focus may fade by mid-morning. A small breakfast that favors protein and warm textures often changes that story in a few days. Think in the spirit of a Japanese home. Keep portions modest and friendly to older teeth. Within 30 minutes of waking, choose one simple item that brings steady energy, half a boiled egg with a tiny pinch of salt if your plan allows, a spoon of plain yogurt with a few soaked walnuts that are soft to chew, silken tofu with a splash of low-sodium soy that is easy on the throat, a warm miso-style soup with tofu and a few grains of soft rice. These gentle bowls fit the body that just left sleep, and they mirror how elders protect the stomach and the vessels in the early hours. Protein tells muscles to hold on. Warm liquid helps circulation rise without a spike. Many people report fewer dizzy moments and fewer sugar cravings when this habit is consistent for 7 mornings. Make it safe and measured. Check one label today and look for sodium and added sugar. Choose unsweetened yogurt and add taste with cinnamon, lemon zest, or a few berries. If dairy bothers you, use lactose-free yogurt or tofu. If you live with a nut allergy, skip walnuts and stir chia into yogurt or porridge so the texture is smooth. If your clinician set fluid limits for heart or kidney care, count soups inside that plan. If you use warfarin and want to try natto or other foods rich in vitamin K, speak with your care team so your dose stays correct. Measure so progress feels real. For the next 7 mornings, eat a small protein breakfast and write one number 30 minutes later. Rate morning steadiness from 0 to 10, or record the first blood pressure reading after 3 calm breaths. Many notice a clearer head by day 3 and steadier numbers by day 5. In the next part, we will create a short buffer before news and tasks that protects pressure during the fragile first hour. If you skip it, you may miss the simple guardrail that keeps the whole day steady. 5. Buffer stress. Before the house wakes, give your brain a soft landing. In many Japanese homes, the morning begins quietly with light stretches by the window and a small cup of warm tea. That pause is not luxury, it is protection. Right after sleep, the body releases a natural surge of cortisol and blood pressure tends to rise on its own. If you throw news alerts, loud messages, or family arguments into that fragile window, the heart works harder and the head feels tight. Viewers tell me they open the phone before their feet touch the floor and then spend the next hour tense, dizzy, and rushed. A short buffer often changes that pattern within a week. Think of your brain like a pond at dawn. When the surface is still, the water stays clear. When you drop a heavy stone, waves hit every edge. A quiet 10 minutes smooths the water so circulation finds a steady rhythm. This is one reason many Japanese elders set a simple routine that repeats daily. They wake, sip something warm, look outside, and move gently before facing tasks. The sympathetic drive settles, breathing deepens. Vessels relax. For those who live with stiff necks, morning headaches, or a shaky first step, this calm start often lowers strain that would otherwise stack into the day. Here is a gentle sequence you can try tomorrow. On waking, sit at the edge of the bed and place both feet on the floor. Take 5 slow breaths. Roll the shoulders and circle the wrists. Stand and walk to the window or the kitchen and prepare about 150 milliliters of warm, unsweetened tea or warm water if tea does not suit you. Sit where light is soft and lengthen the back of the neck as if a string were lifting the crown of your head. For the remaining minutes, stretch the calves and open the chest, or step outside for a short walk to greet the air. If caffeine makes you jittery, choose roasted barley tea, light green tea, or a caffeine-free option. If your medicines need an empty stomach, space this drink so your dosing stays correct, and ask your pharmacist for specific timing. Make it measurable so progress feels real. For the next 7 mornings, keep a single score called Morning Steadiness. Right after your buffer, rate how steady you feel from 0 to 10, or write your first blood pressure reading after 3 calm breaths. Many people report fewer early spikes, a quieter head, and less urge to argue by day 5. If sleep has been broken, also mark the number of awakenings from last night so you can see a pattern as the buffer repeats. If you miss this step and rush straight to stress, you may carry the same tight chest and wobbly focus through the first 3 hours when the brain is most exposed. Next, we add the fifth fix that Japanese elders rely on, which is activating circulation in the first hour so blood does not pool and the brain receives a smooth supply. Do not skip the next part, because pairing a calm buffer with early movement is the combination that many viewers say finally stops the morning wobble and keeps confidence steady all day. 6. Activate circulation. Morning light asks for a soft start that wakes your vessels. In many Japanese homes, an elder stands by the futon, takes one calm breath, and begins small motions that push blood upward. Activate circulation means you do not spend the first hour in a chair while the legs stay quiet. After 60, the valves in the veins are less springy, so stillness invites pooling in the calves. That is when the head feels heavy, the knees feel unsure, and the first steps wobble before breakfast. Think of the calves as a second heart that needs a cue. When ankles roll and feet march in place, the muscle pump squeezes blood back to the chest so the brain receives a steadier supply. Japanese elders favor short morning movement that is kind to joints. Radio taiso with small ranges, an easy hallway walk with soft steps, or slow arm sweeps by the window all work because rhythm matters more than effort. The first hour is special because early flow relaxes vessels, steadies pressure, and sets a calmer clock for the day. Many people also sleep more calmly by the second week because morning activity helps the body keep time. Begin tonight so tomorrow feels easier. Eat to about 80% full and finish with a small, low-sodium soup, around 150 milliliters so the body wakes light. On rising, place one hand on the counter. Roll each ankle 10 times, then march in place for 1 to 2 minutes at an effort that feels like a teaspoon. Add slow arm circles and a gentle reach overhead. If weather allows, walk outside for 5 to 10 minutes while the sun is low. Delay screens until you have moved so the body leads and the phone follows. Keep safety clear. If a medicine needs an empty stomach, keep food and drink 2 hours apart as your pharmacist advises. If you use an anticoagulant such as warfarin and you plan to add natto or other foods rich in vitamin K, speak with your clinician so the dose stays steady. If caffeine unsettles sleep, choose warm water at night and keep stronger tea earlier. If balance is a concern, do the ankle and arm work seated until a professional clears you. The goal is gentle and repeatable, not heroic. In the conclusion, I will give one action to do tonight and one metric to track for 7 days. Then I will name the first warning signs to act on fast so your brain stays safe. You now have a simple plan you can start tonight. Keep culture first with an 80% full dinner and a small low-salt soup. Hydrate immediately on waking with a calm glass, then move gently for 2 minutes so the calf pump sends blood upward. Eat a light protein breakfast that is kind to older teeth. Add a quiet stress buffer with warm tea and slow breaths before news or tasks. Activate circulation in the first hour with an easy walk or radio taiso so flow stays steady. Choose one of these to do tonight and set one number to track for 7 days. Pick a single metric that you can write in 10 seconds, either your first morning blood pressure after 3 calm breaths, or your 30-second sit-to-stand count from a safe chair, or the number of night awakenings. Many people notice steadier steps by day 3 and clearer mornings by day 5. If you ever see a drooping face, a weak arm, or slurred speech, call emergency right away. Minutes matter for brain cells, and early action protects independence. Subscribe to receive important daily senior health tips and guidance.